Welcome in, everybody. It's Win Daily Sports. It's the MLB early pre-lock show. It's Tony. It's Jason. We start you off with a great week. It's Monday. Only 6 games, Jason. Not a huge, sexy slate. We've already talked about this a little bit on Sirius. So let me ask you, man, what are you thinking as far as pitching there? Are you paying up? Are you pivoting? Where are you looking at for this slate?
I think the first spot is, look, you got to make a decision on Robbie Ray. If I'm making one lineup, I'm fading Robbie Ray. I'm not a big fan of Robbie Ray. I know he did this thing last year, but he's given up too many runs. He's going to be popular. He's 9,500 on DraftKings. I'm going to fade him if I'm only making one lineup. If I'm making multiple lineups, he's definitely in a player pool, but he's out of my main lineup. Carrasco, Javier, they are in a better spot, in my opinion. You know, they're not going against Houston. Seattle, weaker lineup. San Diego, if you can just avoid Machado and Cronenworth, that lineup does not scare me at all. And there's value underneath there, too. So I'm going to try my best to fade Robbie Way, get some shares of Carrasco, get some shares of Javier. And then I think Blake Snell on DraftKings is going to be super popular at 8,100. Again, he's in my player pool, but my main lineup, I'm going to be fading Blake Snell as well. And looking at some value spots, I think Hunter Green, very interesting, 7,600. And then John Gray, I know you're not a fan of him, Tone, but 6,600. GPPs only. I think he'll get some value, get some Ks. Cleveland is a team I don't like to target. They don't strike out a bunch, but I think you can take a shot or two at 6,600. Gets you 10, 15. And he has the upside to go out there and get you 22. So I think Gray is in line, and he's definitely in the player pool as far as pitchers go.
Yeah, that pains me. It's tough. I can't do the John Gray thing, but that's just me. We all have our blocks, right? I get it. Let me ask you this: we're going to start talking bats. So there's only 6 games, but who are we going to attack? What's the one pitcher? I know Adam likes to say gas can guys that are going to give up a lot of hits. Who's the one pitcher we're going to look at to attack this slate?
So I'm looking at Vegas, man. You got to look at Vegas. You got to look at WinDailySports.com. You got to hop in our expert chat, look at our projection model and our optimizer. But Vegas is saying, look, the highest over-under right now is going to be Toronto as far as an individual team total. They're going to be the highest on the board. Vlad is, he's getting hot again. They got power. They're going against Daniel Lynch. Great spot in Toronto. They're going to be popular. Then you got the Cincinnati Reds. Look, Hunter Green, he can go out there and strike out a bunch of guys, but he can also implode. I do like Cincinnati side better than Arizona side, but both these teams are in play. Over under again, 9.5. Cincinnati got some bats. They've been scoring a bunch of runs against the Nats. I think that continues. Great American Small Park. If you're not pitching Hunter Green, I think you can go with the D-backs, but if you're pitching Hunter Green, the Reds are definitely the better spot to go for. Look, same story though. Look, I'm not all in on John Gray. Cleveland's in play. Over-under is 9. And Texas, look, they're going against Cal Quantrill. They'll be the lower owned of the highest projected totals. They got an over-under of 9 here. People are going to lean on Cleveland and Cincinnati and Arizona and Toronto. And I think Texas becomes a low-owned leverage stack where you get most of these guys under 10, 15%. Nobody likes playing Texas Rangers, but guys like Seager and Garcia, and see what lineup they roll out there. There'll be some value in that lineup as well. So Texas is going to be a sneaky stack. And I do think if you want leverage at 8,100, a lot of people are going to be playing Blake Snell for his pedigree, his strikeout upside. But Mets coming off a big, late game heroic win in LA, and this team can mash lefties. So you got Alonso, who's been swinging a hot bat, Marte, Kana, Lindor. There's guys in his lineup that can hit, and I'm not worried about Blake Snell for 5 innings. They can get to this guy, so the Mets can be a sneaky stack as well.
Yeah, I like the Toronto play. I do, only because number one, they're hot. Vlad's still under $5,000, but you can get some value with Chapman, Hernandez. I like Cleveland. I think, except for Ramirez at 6,000, who's one of the leaders up there, you can get guys like Naylor, guys like Straw, guys that give you Rosario under 4,600. So I do like that. When we talk about the sneaky stacks, we talk about value. Is there one guy, is there one team, is there one pitcher, one bat, any value out of these 6 games that you really look at that maybe not everybody's looking at?
Yeah, look, I'll mention Boston. I haven't mentioned Boston yet. Syndergaard has been really shaky, and you got guys like Cordero, 3,200. He's been swinging a hotter bat as of late. And then you got like even Verdugo. He's cheap enough as well. So there's some bats on Boston. I just want to mention them. They are in play for sure. And then, looking at Texas, this lineup will have some cheap bats. We got to see who's starting. But Cole Calhoun, the guy, nobody plays him every single night. He's been swinging one of the hottest bats. DraftKings price does not raise on this guy, and he's only 2,900 in the outfield. Look, he's hitting home runs. He got 7 home runs on the year. This is a guy that, with one swing, hits value. He's been hitting home runs in bunches as of late too. So I like Cole Calhoun, 2,900. And like I said, Texas rolls out different lineups from day to day. So you got to see who's at the top. But Seager, Calhoun, they're all affordable on this team. There's not too many bats here that are expensive. You got to see who is in the lineup. And once you figure out who's in the lineup, you pair them up with a guy like, Seager and Garcia, and everybody else is going to be under $4,000. Semien, obviously, he'll be expensive as well, but you don't have to force Semien in your stack. You don't have to force Mitch Garver into your stack. So if you go with some of these pricier pitchers and you go up top and you want to pair maybe 2 of the aces, I think Texas is a cheap stack to get to.
And there you go. We've given you some values. We give you aces. We give you your stacks, sneaky stacks. It's Monday. Jason, anything before we get out of here? Some final thoughts on this slate?
Final thoughts is I've been crushing our props, man. I've been putting props up in our expert chat every single day for the past week. Been hitting a lot of these strikeout props. A lot of them aren't out as of yet, so I'm unable to give you those strikeout props. But once they come out, there will be some props that I will be attacking. You hop in our expert chat, and I'll give it to you. Right now, I only see a couple up. I'm not going to go with Syndergaard or Waka. Javier looks interested at 4.5, but I'll lock them in, Thursday afternoon around 2, 3 o'clock in our expert chat. Might post them on Twitter as well at Win Daily Sports. So give us a follow on Twitter. Make sure you like and subscribe to the show. And definitely hop in our expert chat at windailysports.com. So much free content out there. So lock it up. I'll get you some props around maybe 3, 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, and just to echo that, everybody at Win Daily Sports does a tremendous job. Make sure you're looking at articles. We have articles dropping every single day, going through the analytics, our projection models that people are hitting all the time. And Jason's got this K ladder train, man. He just keeps riding it every day. So make sure you're checking out that Discord chat as well. So for Tony, for Jason, and for everybody, stay productive, stay profitable, and we'll catch you back here next time.